Supporters argue the pause is necessary to review the environmental impact of LNG expansion and to prevent locking the world into decades of fossil fuel dependency. Critics see it as a politically motivated move aimed at appealing to climate-conscious voters ahead of the 2024 election. Industry leaders in states like Texas and Louisiana warn of massive job losses, weakened local economies, and a damaged reputation for U.S. energy reliability. The LNG industry's rapid expansion had already transformed coastal communities, especially in Louisiana's Cameron Parish. Marshlands gave way to concrete terminals, bright flares lit up the night sky, and air quality deteriorated. Residents report breathing problems, headaches, and higher asthma rates. Wetland erosion has worsened, threatening natural storm barriers and local wildlife. Supporters counter that LNG terminals bring much-needed jobs and tax revenue to struggling regions. Yet opponents warn the short-term gains may come at the cost of environmental health, long-term habitability, and the fishing and tourism industries. Europe's dependence on U.S. LNG peaked after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Countries invested heavily in LNG infrastructure, with Germany and Poland building import terminals in record time. However, mild winters and strong gas reserves have left much of that capacity underused. Some analysts now argue Europe overbuilt, as renewable energy and efficiency gains are reducing gas demand faster than expected. There are also economic pressures. U.S. LNG is typically more expensive than Russian pipeline gas. Industries, particularly in Germany's chemical sector, face higher energy costs, while governments struggle to justify costly infrastructure that may not be fully utilized. For Washington, LNG was more than an energy product. It was a diplomatic weapon against Russian influence in Europe. Every shipment signaled to Moscow that Europe had alternatives, pausing future export growth risks, weakening that leverage. Without new approvals, Europe could face renewed vulnerability during political or supply disruptions, especially in extreme weather events. The collapse of U.S. LNG exports raises critical questions. Is this a temporary dip caused by political decisions or the start of a long-term decline? If the pause persists, projects worth billions could be scrapped, reshaping global gas trade. The Biden administration insists the move is about climate responsibility. The industry warns it could hand strategic advantage back to Russia and hurt America's standing as a reliable energy supplier.